guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a skincare collection and declutter because I know myself well enough from the last couple declutter videos that I did, but I have a really hard time getting rid of stuff. Hopefully that'll be different today. I don't have nearly as much skincare as I do makeup, not even close, but I thought it would be kind of fun to go through, show you guys the stuff that I do have, and then decide to get rid of some of this stuff because some of this stuff is actually pretty old and definitely needs to go. So quick background into my skin before we get into this. I have always had drier skin. Prior to really getting into makeup and beauty and skincare, I definitely had very, very dry skin. I have since salvaged that and my skin is definitely not nearly as dry as it used to be. It has its moments, but for the most part, it's not nearly as dry as it used to be. So after I really got into skincare and really focused on moisturizing my skin, I feel like for a couple years there, my skin was definitely on the more normal to dry side, definitely leaning more normal than anything else. And at the time, my skin was pretty much bulletproof. I could do anything to it and it would be fine. Like, it was wild. So about, I want to say just under 2 years ago, I got off of birth control after being on it for a very long time, and with that came a whole new set of struggles. And basically my hormones went off the wall, and with that came acne and what I have recently discovered to be more combination skin. My skin actually starts getting oily now. Not super oily by any means. It's not an oil that I can't handle. Okay, so in front of me I have all of my skincare that I keep in the bathroom to use, obviously. And then I also have a drawer in front of me that has like my backups and stuff that I want to try, stuff like that. Let's start with the backups because I feel like this is going to be an area where I don't really get rid of too much stuff. But first things first are the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. So I love these. I feel like I am one of the outliers that I personally don't love eye patches that have like serum on them. I would rather them come off completely, like when I remove them, not have anything left behind, because I feel like that tends to interact with makeup and make concealer and stuff like that not apply as smoothly as I would like it to. So I love these because they are definitely really cooling, and if my eyes are super puffy, I can put these on and my eyes won't be puffy by the time that I'm done doing my skincare in the morning. Next big thing are these Neutrogena makeup wipes. I know they're not good for the environment. I completely understand that. I don't use these every day. Well, that's a lie. I use them every day, but not how you would expect me to. I don't use them to take off my makeup. I don't use them at night at all. And actually what I do is when I open up a new package, I cut them into quarters and I'll take one of the little squares and I just use it to clean up underneath my eyes after I'm done with my eyeshadow before I put on the rest of my makeup. So these last me a very, very, very long time. I have the little plastic container that you can buy for them, so I put those in there. It keeps them from drying out. But yeah, these last me a very, very, very long time, and I just use it during my makeup application, and then for like swatches while I'm filming are really the only other time that I use them. But this came out of like I want to say like a Costco pack of the full-size ones, and some of the Costco packs came with these little travel size ones, which are nice to have for traveling. And then one of the Costco packs, and I don't actually like this, but one of the Costco packs came with a box of their little single ones, which, I mean, again, maybe 1 year down the line when we can like go places, I'll really appreciate being able to just throw a couple of those into my bag and be fine. Probably take like a little Ziploc bag, because then I can just use it during my makeup and then toss it in the Ziploc bag and be able to go back to it the next day or whatever. That's probably pretty gross to some of you, but it's better than wasting an entire one each and every single day. Okay, what else is in here? I have this other random little sample pack of some Ulta Beauty makeup remover wipes. I'll probably end up just using those for like swatches and stuff like that. I have a little sample of the First Aid Beauty facial radiance pads. I actually do really like these facial radiance pads. We'll kind of get into actives and exfoliants in a little bit and kind of where I stand with them at the moment, but I'm definitely going to keep this for now. I'll end up using it at some point. I have a little tiny sample Garnier Micellar Water. Love it. Love Garnier Micellar Water. Definitely going to keep this around, and even when I empty this, I will keep the little bottle because I use the giant Garnier Micellar Water. So I can just take this, dump a little bit into that for traveling to remove my makeup at the end of the night. But I love that product. Definitely not getting rid of that. Next up for skincare are these Ardell brow shaping razors. I ended up getting these for sale from TJ Maxx, but these are my favorite razors. They don't feel like they're like pulling at my hair. They do a really good job. I use these for my eyebrows and also for my mustache that I have. I do have bigger ones that I use for my entire face because this little tiny razor would take me forever, but these are really awesome razors if you are looking to pick up some new razors or start shaving your eyebrows, because honestly I love it. I'll never go back to waxing or tweezing. Shaving them once a week is just delightful for me. I'm going to talk about these together. I have a backup and then an opened version of the NYX Bare With Me Daily Moisturizing SPF Primer. This is my absolute favorite ride or die holy grail SPF. I actually tried it for the first time in my very first YouTube video, and I got this in my Ulta 4,000 point haul actually. But I love this primer. It's not a primer. It's just a moisturizer with SPF in it. But it's awesome because it has SPF of 30 in it. It doesn't leave a white cast behind. It leaves just the slightest little bit amount of glow. But this primer is awesome. It doesn't mess with my makeup. It sits really beautifully on my skin underneath makeup. It's just perfect. Chef's kiss. Absolutely adore that primer, moisturizer, SPF, whatever. It's all of the above. Last but not least in my backups and want to try drawer is this Pacifica Cosmic Hemp Balancing Face Wash. I also picked this up in my Ulta 4,000 point haul. I have yet to get to try it yet because I just realized I left things in the bathroom. But I still have some of my current face wash that I'm working through. I didn't feel like opening another one just to try that one, but I'm getting close to being done with that one, and then I'm going to try this one out. I am very excited about this. I've heard really good things, and it has really good reviews on Ulta. So for the rest of my skincare collection, I am just going to, I guess, go in the order of morning to night, because my morning skincare is pretty much locked in. I love it the way that it is. It's my nighttime skincare that I really need to go through and declutter. So first things first, this is the Stridex Maximum Strength Salicylic Acid pads. These, so basically BHAs. I love these. I think that they actually do really well for my skin. They're not too harsh. My skin doesn't seem to have any adverse reaction to them at all, but they do seem to keep some of my acne at bay. They don't really do much for hormonal acne, but the other random like maskne and stuff like that, this does seem to help quite a bit. I also love this because it is quite affordable. It's like $3 or $4 for this giant 110 pad container. So keeping that for sure. This is the Fourth Ray Beauty Radiate Vitamin C Serum. I've only used this much so far. This is new to me, but I do really like it. I like the formula that it's in. I like that whatever type of vitamin C that they're using makes it a little bit more stable so that it can be in a clear container so that I can actually see how much I have left. Jury is still out on this, but I do really like it, and I like the way that it makes my skin feel. But I feel like at this point I've now been using vitamin C for so long that I'm just seeing upkeep. I'm not really seeing new changes, but my skin seems to be taking this really well. It really likes it, so I'm a fan. This one's a little bit funny, but this is the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I actually just had this sitting in my backup drawer for a little while, and I had finished off my First Aid Beauty gel eye cream, and I was like, you know what? That gel eye cream is very, very, very similar to my CeraVe PM moisturizer. So this is way cheaper. You get way more, and I feel like general consensus from what I've heard from like skincare Reddit and skincare YouTube and skincare Twitter is that you don't necessarily need an eye cream, that a good basic moisturizer will work just as well. So this is what I use in the morning underneath my eyes. It soaks into my skin really quickly, so it doesn't leave behind a residue when I'm going to put on my makeup. But yeah, super lightweight, not heavy at all. I'm a fan. And then I already showed you my SPF, and the last thing is the Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the cucumber and green tea one. Honestly, I'm the kind of person that just fell for the hype on this. Everyone was talking about this at one point or another, and I was like, I want to try it. And for a while before I found my NYX SPF, I was using the CeraVe AM SPF, and I was noticing that it was starting to pill up on my skin. It didn't used to do that, and then I got a new container, and I don't know if they reformulated or if there was something wrong with that specific batch, but it was pilling up onto my skin, and I was trying to spray anything that I could onto my skin to put moisture onto it before putting anything with hyaluronic acid in it. So basically this is what this is for me, is just kind of something to put water onto my skin before I put hyaluronic acid on it. I have this big bottle, and then I also have an old Flower Beauty spray that's almost completely empty that I have refilled with this just to have a nice fine mist. But honestly, probably once this is completely empty, I'm just going to go back to just using the big bottle. Nighttime skincare collection. So let's start off with the makeup removal portion. I have the BFD cleansing oil. This is my absolute favorite method for removing makeup, and this is my favorite product to do it. Super affordable, works really well, doesn't break me out, doesn't have a weird smell by any means. Just a great all-around product to remove my makeup. I also have the One Size by Patrick Starr Go Off Makeup Dissolving Mist. Now, don't get me wrong, I do really enjoy this product. I like the ingredients. I like the method with the spray. I think that that's super awesome and super innovative and super fun. Where I get lost with this is the scent. The scent on it is so incredibly powerful and perfumey that I can't really tolerate using this on a day-to-day basis. I will use it every once in a while. Pretty much once my hair starts to get so dirty and oily that I have to wear it up constantly is when I'll start using this, because I have this weird thing about spraying oil on my face and feeling like it's gonna get into my hair. But I only use this probably about once or twice a week because of the scent. It just lingers. Like, I don't open my mouth when I spray it, but it just gets in my throat and I can taste it. And it's just, the scent of this is really, really bad. Now, if he were to come out with an unscented version of this, I would be all over it. I would love it. And then for face wash, the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. A great all-around basic cleanser that doesn't strip your skin. This by itself does not do a very good job removing makeup. You have to use some sort of makeup remover prior to this, but this does a really good job at getting off the rest of it once it's already been broken down. But overall, a really great basic staple face wash. It doesn't break me out, obviously, but it doesn't strip my skin. It feels nice. It doesn't burn my eyes when I use it either, so I really enjoy it. All right, and now for the part that I need to like go through and get rid of some of this stuff. First things first, I do want to shout these out. So what these are little reusable cotton rounds. So they are basically like small circular washcloths essentially, but I'll use these with my micellar water to remove, you know, that little bit of makeup around my hairline or whatever mascara doesn't want to come off, and then I just toss these into a bag, toss them in the washer, and they come out clean. These are awesome. I don't usually link stuff in my declutter videos because I talk about like a lot of stuff and I'm getting rid of stuff, so why would I put links for stuff that I'm getting rid of? But I will find the link to either these or something similar to these. I got them off of Amazon. It won't be an affiliate link or anything like that, but these are awesome and they get rid of so much waste as opposed to regular cotton rounds that you throw away, because those are incredibly wasteful. Okay, so backstory really quick. I used to be so good about my nighttime skincare routine. I was pretty much almost militant about it. It was very rare that I would not do something to my skin at night aside from removing my makeup. I am still very militant about that. I always take off my makeup at the end of the night. But when it came to moisturizers, AHAs, stuff like that, I was always very good about that. And then quarantine hit. And I feel like a lot of people may be able to relate to me here, but quarantine fucked me up for a minute there. And I kind of just hit a point where I just stopped doing my nighttime skincare routine. I became very much of a homebody, and with that, I just kind of stopped giving a fuck about my skincare. Don't ask me how the two are related because I don't know, but that's what happened. I stopped doing anything. I stopped doing my skincare. That's where we're at. So when that happened, I did start to notice that my skin was slightly clearing up, and I was like, oh my god, finally we're like over the hump of the issue with the birth control. That wasn't the case, clearly, because it all came back. But my first original thought was, okay, maybe my skin is not reacting well to the AHAs or to the retinol. And so I kind of told myself, I was like, let me focus on just moisturizing my skin, just getting it really moisturized, and then we'll take it from there. That also never really happened because I still, at this point, still have not really gotten in the habit of doing it again. I really want to get back into the habit, but at this point, right now, I want to go another 6 months to possibly a year without putting actives aside from my morning salicylic acid, and I guess, I don't know if the vitamin C is considered to be an active, but I want to go like another 6 months to a year without putting retinol or AHAs onto my skin whatsoever, and then I will slowly start working my skin back up to where it was with the levels that I was using. So that was a very long-winded way to introduce the ordinary glycolic 7% toning solution. I used that much, so I actually did use quite a bit. This would burn the crap out of my skin. It would tingle like crazy. Now, I have tried to use this on random nights in the past couple months and noticed that it wasn't tingling as much as it used to. So that leads me to believe that possibly maybe this has been open for too long. It might be old. It might have lost a lot of its efficacy. So definitely gonna get rid of this. I don't know that I'm going to, I definitely will not be repurchasing this immediately. I may work myself back up to the 7%, but I think that I want to start off a lot smaller and work my way back up to the 7%. I don't want to stop using it for a year or two and then immediately jump back into 7% because I feel like that would wreck my skin. And also a very long-winded way to introduce the ordinary Grand Active Retinol 2% emulsion. I did really like this. I really liked this formula. I didn't actually use that much. I think I'm down to like maybe here or so, but it's kind of separating in there, and I feel like this is maybe just a little bit newer, but probably about just as old as that AHA serum, or toner, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this as well. I don't know if this is still good or not, but it is a dropper that, you know, has had oxygen put into it for a little while. And even by the time that I get ready to start putting retinol back onto my skin, this definitely will not be good by then. And also, same as the AHAs, I would like to work myself back up to the 2%. I don't want to dive immediately back into 2% because I feel like, again, that would wreck my skin. All right, this. I recently talked about this in my September and October faves and flops, which I actually just filmed right before this video. But it was in that video. I hate this. I absolutely hate it. I have, as I said in the other video, tried the coconut version of the face milk, and I did actually really enjoy this. But this one specifically smells like rancid strawberry Go-Gurt to me, and I hate it. And unfortunately, I moved since purchasing this, and I threw away the box, so I cannot return this. But I don't think that I can force myself into using this, honestly. It just smells so bad. And it's not something that the product is so phenomenally just mind-blowing that it's worth dealing with the smell. It's really just your basic run-of-the-mill moisturizer kind of product. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this, unfortunately, considering it's brand new, but I don't know anyone else that would use it. And again, it's a dropper system. The dropper does touch my hand, kind of gross. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. This is the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. I have used most of this. It's down to like right here or so, but this product is awesome. I love this oil. I use this when my skin feels dry. I also use this when I shave my face. It's kind of what I'll put on my face to create kind of a barrier between the razor and my skin, but I love this. This is the e.l.f. 50 milligram CBD eye cream. I actually know that I talked about this in a previous faves and flops, actually as kind of like a semi-flop, because it was burning my under eyes. It hasn't been burning my under eyes recently when I do remember to put it on, but it's okay, to be honest with you. I haven't noticed a drastic difference in my skin with the 50 milligram CBD eye cream. I haven't really noticed much of anything from it, to be honest with you. It sinks into my skin very quickly. It's okay. I'll finish it up, but I don't plan to repurchase this. Ooh, or I could just throw it. On the same vein of CBD products, this is the Pacifica Cosmic Beauty 50 milligrams CBD facial serum. Now this, I have actually seen a difference in my skin from this. This moisturizes my skin so beautifully. It smells good, it feels good, it just overall just is a really awesome product. It's not too heavy. It's definitely something that I would recommend using at night. I wouldn't use this in the mornings, but it feels really good on my skin. I really like this. When I do run out of this, I do see myself repurchasing them. I'm going to talk about these together. I did get these in my Ulta 4,000 point haul. This is the Milani Green Goddess Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Glow Oil, and then this is the Milani Green Goddess Sleeping Mask and Primer. I've never used this in the way that it's advertised to, as like, basically they say you can put this on at night, sleep with it on, and then wake up in the morning and immediately just put on your makeup and be like good to go. And like, I could fucking never. I have to wash my face in the morning. I have to do like my morning skincare routine. Like, I have to put on an SPF. I could never. But these are nice enough. I haven't used them too much to have too much of an opinion on them. This one is very thick and heavy, which I do appreciate for my more drier days, and I do like oil oils in general. They both have, at the very least, cannabis sativa seed oil in them. I don't believe that they have CBD in them. I'm not 100% sure, but they're good enough. The smell is a little bit strong. It's very rosemary-y. Not horrifically overpowering. It does fade. It does fade pretty quickly, but it's something to keep in mind if you are sensitive to smells. But I'm gonna keep them for now because I just don't know them well enough to decide whether or not I hate them. Last but certainly not least is the Shea Moisture Glow Getter Pressed Serum Moisturizer. I've actually done quite a bit of work to this. This is probably hands down my favorite moisturizer. It feels really good on my skin. It definitely has more of an oily texture to it once you work it into your skin. So if you don't like the feeling of oil on your skin, you probably will not like this. But this is one of the products that absolutely saved my skin when it was really, really dry. And every time my skin starts to get dry, I will put this on and my skin will just be leagues better within a couple days. So definitely not getting rid of this. If I do get rid of this, it would be to purchase a new one because this one's getting a little bit old, but like it still works fine and it doesn't smell weird. So yeah, it doesn't smell weird. This has no fragrance to it whatsoever. It's good. It's really good. All right, guys, so that was my skincare collection with like 3 things decluttered out of it. What could we really expect at this point, to be honest with you? I will link the Amazon reusable cotton rounds down below. I will also link any video that I referenced down below as well, along with the rest of my Declutter series. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that it was interesting to you to see what I have for my skincare and also, I guess, hear me ramble on about my skin and quarantine. Comment down below and tell me what your favorite skincare product is. I would love to know. Subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Bye.